Our journey through life often centers around three essential desires that seem to govern our existence: health, wealth, and love. Have you ever stopped to wonder where these things truly come from? What if I told you that everything we seek in the world outside already exists within us, waiting to be unlocked? The key lies in connecting to the omnipotent power we each possess, our inner mechanism, which can bring forth anything we desire. Let's break it down. Health, wealth, and love. These are the pillars of a fulfilling life, aren't they? Who among us wouldn't agree that health is the foundation of our happiness? Without it, even the simplest pleasures are overshadowed by pain and discomfort. But what about wealth? Some might argue that it's not essential, but deep down, we know that a sufficient supply is necessary for a life free of worry. Yet what counts as enough varies from person to person. Nature itself shows us abundance, lavish, overflowing, unrestrained. So why do we often experience lack? Could it be that we've accepted an artificial way of thinking, limiting ourselves through a faulty distribution of our mental energy? And then there's love. It's the one thing that most of us would agree is either the first or final key to our happiness. What more could we ask for if we possess health, wealth, and love? These three elements are intertwined with the very essence of life. And when we grasp them fully, nothing is missing from our cup of joy. But how do we connect to this boundless source of health, wealth, and love? The answer lies in our thinking. Our thoughts are the mechanism that attaches us to the infinite, the universal mind. The way we think determines our reality. When we think accurately, when we align ourselves with the truth, we step into what can only be described as the secret place of the Most High. What is this truth, you ask? It's the fundamental principle that underlies every action, every interaction, every relationship. Knowing this truth, being certain of it, gives us a sense of stability in a world filled with doubt and chaos. It's a satisfaction like no other. But how do we come to know the truth? How do we ensure that our thoughts are aligned with it, connecting us to that limitless power we seek? Consider this. If we align our thoughts with the truth, we tap into a power so immense that it will sweep away every form of discord, doubt, or error. Imagine being so in tune with this truth that nothing can stand in our way. The smallest of minds can foresee success when based on truth, but even the mightiest intellect stumbles when rooted in falsehood. If our actions don't resonate with truth, the consequences are inevitable: discord and eventual loss. But what does it mean to know the truth? How do we apply this truth to our lives to harness the infinite power it offers? Let's explore together. Our journey begins with understanding that the I within us is spiritual, and that all spirit is one. This realization alone can transform our health. Each cell in our body responds to our thoughts. If we focus on sickness, we manifest sickness. But if we focus on perfection, we manifest perfection. What if we all affirmed, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy? What would happen if we truly believed it? This affirmation is not just a positive statement. It's a scientific truth. Thought is spiritual energy, and spirit is creative. Holding the right thoughts leads to conditions that align with those thoughts. If we need wealth, we must recognize that the I within us is one with the universal mind, which is all substance and power. This awareness triggers the law of attraction, aligning us with the forces that bring success and prosperity. Visualization is the mechanism we use to bring our desires into reality. It's more than just seeing. It's creating with the imagination, a product of our inner world. What we visualize grows and manifests in our physical world. This process is flawless, crafted by the master architect of all things. But let's not forget that the operator, us, must learn and practice to achieve mastery. If love is what we seek, we must give it first. The more love we pour out, the more we attract. To become a magnet for love, we must fill ourselves with it until it overflows into every aspect of our being. What does it mean to connect the greatest spiritual truths with the so-called lesser things of life? It means solving our problems by bringing these truths into every situation. We are inspired when we engage with great ideas, great events, great people. By doing so, we tap into eternal truths, the power of the universal mind. But what about real-world examples? Let's take a moment to reflect on the experiences of others who have put these principles to the test. Their stories demonstrate the transformative power of these truths in action. For instance, consider the story of Frederick Elias Andrews, who faced an overwhelming battle for his health. Against all odds, he defied the grim predictions of his doctors and achieved a miraculous recovery through the power of affirmation. He repeatedly affirmed, "I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy," until it became his reality. His story serves as a powerful reminder that our thoughts shape our destiny. The real challenge lies in our daily lives. How do we entertain only the good thoughts and reject the negative ones? It's a constant battle, but it's one we can win. The key is to replace the negative with the positive immediately. When darkness creeps in, we combat it with light. When cold surrounds us, we overcome it with warmth. Likewise, when negativity threatens, we affirm the good, and the bad fades away. If we require health, wealth, or love, we must embrace this affirmation. It's a spiritual method that's always within reach, ready to be called upon whenever we need it. Spirit is omnipresent, ever willing to bestow its gifts upon us, if we recognize its omnipotence and open ourselves to receive. Our thoughts are the cause. Our environment is the effect. This is the law of attraction at work. As we think, so shall we experience. This law has been recognized throughout history, in every age, and in every culture. As thy faith is, so be it unto thee. This ancient wisdom continues to guide us today. Let's put this into practice with a simple exercise. Visualize a plant, perhaps your favorite flower. Imagine it growing from a tiny seed into a full bloom, vibrant and fragrant. Concentrate on every detail: the roots, the stem, the leaves, the petals. This act of visualization teaches us to focus, to bring our desires from the unseen into the seen. Whether it's health, wealth, love, or any other goal, the process is the same. Every success in life comes from persistent concentration on our goals. When we master our thoughts, when we align them with truth, we unlock the infinite power within us. This is the path to true fulfillment, the path that leads us to health, wealth, love, and a life overflowing with abundance.